Russian PM arrives in Hanoi, beginning official visit to Vietnam.
North Korea fires short-range missiles ahead of Trump return.
Nagi and people toward distant islands.
You're watching today's news on NTV. My name is Nguyễn Thị and I will be your guide through today's latest update. Russian Prime Minister Mikhail Vladimirovich Mishustin arrived in Hanoi in the early morning of January 14, beginning his two-day official visit to Vietnam at the invitation of Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính.
This is the first visit of Prime Minister Mishustin to Vietnam, aimed at strengthening the Vietnam-Russia comprehensive strategic partnership and preparing for important activities in bilateral relationship this year. The visit kicks off a series of events celebrating the 75th anniversary of diplomatic relations between Vietnam and Russia, January 30th. 1950 January 30th, 2025. During his trip, Prime Minister Mishustin is set to meet with Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh to discuss bilateral cooperation and review the progress of important projects in energy and industry, as well as explore potential cooperation in other areas. This visit aims to strengthen the comprehensive strategic partnership established during President Putin's state visit to Vietnam in June 2024 and the phone call between General Secretary To Lam and Russian President in August 2024.
This morning, January 14, North Korea fired multiple short-range ballistic missiles off its east coast, marking Pyongyang's latest show of force just days ahead of U.S. President-elect Donald Trump's return to office.
South Korea Joint Chiefs of Staff reported that the missile launches were detected at approximately 9:30 a.m. and were believed to have originated from North Korea's Jagang province. The missiles traveled up to 250 kilometers before falling into the sea. The launch follows North Korea's announcement of testing a new medium-range hypersonic ballistic missile, marking its first missile test since November 5 of last year. The launch coincided with Japanese Foreign Minister Takeshi Iwaya's visit to Seoul, where he discussed North Korea's nuclear and missile development programs with South Korean Foreign Minister Cho Tae-yul, committing to strengthen security relations.
Resolutely and strictly handling organizations and individuals who do not fulfill their assigned tasks or assist the act of illegal, unreported and unregulated IUU fishing. This is the direction of Deputy Prime Minister Trần Hồng Hà, head of the National Steering Committee on IUU at the online conference on combating illegal fishing.
After more than 7 years of combating IUU fishing and lifting the yellow card warning from the European Commission, so far, Vietnam basically meet EC's requirement at the fourth inspection in October 2023. The number of registered fishing vessels recorded on VN Fishbase reached 98.9%, and the issuance of valid fishing licenses for vessels of 15 meters and longer stands at 90.3%. Localities have compiled lists of fishing vessels that do not meet the necessary conditions or have a high risk of violating IUU regulations, and updated the list in the vessel monitoring system for authorities to monitor. Transparency and legality in the certification and traceability of exported seafood are ensured. In the coming period, relevant departments, ministries and local governments must maintain their focus and determination to complete key tasks and urgent solutions by April 2025 to address existing shortcomings before the European Commission's fifth inspection.
Coming up next are some updated news.
According to a report from the People's Committee of Nghệ An Province, in spite of difficulties and challenges in 2024, the province has made significant efforts to achieve positive results. The gross regional domestic product, GRDP, growth rate reached 9.01%, ranking second in the North Central region and 13th nationwide. For 2025, Nghệ An targets a GRDP growth rate of 9.5 to 10.5%. A budget revenue of 17,726 trillion Vietnamese dongs and a total import-export turnover of 45 billion United States dollars. To achieve these goals, Nghệ An has outlined 10 key tasks, including addressing obstacles to boost production and business activities, implementing synchronous measures to boost growth in all sectors, restructuring the economy, applying technology and digital transformation. Additionally, the province will continue to improve the investment environment, speed up industrial park infrastructure projects, enhance investment attraction, boost public investment disbursement and implement key projects to streamline organizational structure.
After nearly 4 years of collaboration, the rooftop solar energy project in Vietnam's commercial and industrial sectors has achieved significant results. With around 17 gigawatt of solar power in operation since 2020, Vietnam has become a leader in solar energy development in the ASEAN region. More than 100,000 rooftop solar systems have been installed, accounting for nearly 50% of the total solar power capacity. This milestone marks a significant achievement for Vietnam's electrical system in pursuit of national climate goals, aiming for net zero emissions by 2050.
The Japanese government has issued a warning of potential further strong earthquakes this week after a 6.9 magnitude quake struck on January 13, causing tremors in various areas and triggering tsunami warnings. The Japan Meteorological Agency, JMA, reported that aftershocks and high wave of 10 to 20 centimeters were recorded in the Miyazaki and Kochi prefectures. JMA urged residents to stay away from coastal areas. Following the earthquake, the Kyushu Shinkansen high-speed train service temporarily halted, but there have been no significant damages or incidents reported at nuclear power plants. Japan previously faced threats of major earthquakes in August 2024 and remains on high alert.
These days, many officers, soldiers, entrepreneurs, and residents of Nghệ An province who are working and living in the central region all unite to support remote island in the last day of lunar year. This reportage is presented by Nghe An television station's team in the Hoàng Sa or Paracel Sea areas. After 10 years in service, Lieutenant Võ Quốc Đạt, born in Nghĩa Đàn district of Nghệ An province, who now is a sailor on the KN 390 vessel, is frequently present on maritime mission to Hoàng Sa Sea area. He shared that many officials and soldiers from Nghệ An province are currently stationed in the area.
Working during TED at sea is very challenging, but we always try best to complete the assigned tasks.
Hailing from Diễn Thành Town, Diễn Châu district, Colonel Nguyễn Quang Vinh, Deputy Political Chief of Naval Region 3, spent most of his time on the ship to supervising officers and soldiers in sorting and transferring goods to be delivered to the island for Tết celebration despite high wave.
We must brave the waves and wind, doing our utmost to successfully deliver supplies to Con County Island for both the military and residents.
Hearing about it in the media is one thing, but going to the islands makes one feel the pride and sacredness that runs deep in every Vietnamese person's veins.
As Lunar New Year 2025 approach, the peace on the mainland will always be cherished by the silent sacrifice of the soldiers stationed on distant islands. The last news has ended our bulletin today. Thanks for your watching and see you next time.